Hey guys, welcome back. I think I'm going to hold on to this fairly long frame for a while. Normally I'm going to give about 10 seconds for each long frame to hold on to before I start playing the footage, but I'll just explain what's happening. We're about to go meet the Deku tree, the great Deku tree. In fact, we just got the Kokiri sword, the prized weapon of Link's race of people, and we just got the Kokiri shield, which we bought with our hard-earned cash. We may have robbed someone for it, but we'll leave that for another for another discussion. All right, we finally returned to the Great Deku Tree. Sounds a bit serious. Which basically amounts to killing bosses in dungeons. Of course we have the courage to undertake this task, yeah. I do have some friends that say no the first time, and then obviously it circles back around to the yes. Or don't, because she repeats herself. Alright. And I can't remember if I go directly into the mouth, or whether I decide to equip the Deku stick here. There's no fires around here to be lit. Oh, a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't know why I start... Where do I go here? I think maybe this is me testing the Z targeting. So you can kill them like that, and when you kill them by cutting their stem, you get a Deku stick. I think if you kill them with the slingshot, then you get Deku nut. Alright, here's our first dungeon. Such a freaky thing to be shown the first time you step into a dungeon. We're going to climb directly up this ladder. Alright, now I think I'm going to give you a bit of a look at what happens when you jump onto this particular webbing here. Do you see how it almost breaks? It kind of wobbles a little bit. That's important for the rest of the dungeon. Right, let's continue around. I don't know, I always cut the grass. It seems like an interesting thing to do. Right. Right, now attention is really being directed by a lot of text, because this is the first dungeon, but we don't need to worry too much. There's some spiders on the wall here. You see these spiders? Now we have to defeat these spiders somehow. But let's go open this chest in any case. Right, it's not exactly what we need to defeat these spiders, but it is useful. It's the dungeon map. It basically lays out the map of the dungeon. It tells you where everything is. So you can't jump up to these spiders. You can't hit them with your sword. So let's continue around, because this circles around a little bit. Now we're having how to open a door being explained to us. I suppose it does take a little bit of intuition, because you do need to learn how to use the context sensitive button. Like the as you can see, you walk up to the door and the context sensitive button says open, so you press that button. Right, here's the same kind of scenario that we saw before when we were getting the Deku stick upgrade. And suddenly the doors aren't locked anymore. I really like the animation for when you step into a room and the door locks behind you. Right now, a lot of people fall off this jump the first time, but we'll just keep running. Alright. I still love these sequences where they open up the chest. Alright, now this we can use to kill the spiders. And we get to test it out in this room straight away as well. Now we've Z targeted onto this arrow, but we need to assign the slingshot to the C button, so let's assign it. Luckily the Z targeting makes this fairly easy work. I didn't realize you could Z target it for a long time. I always went into first person mode. Jump down. And we roll. Oh, no we didn't roll. Like the Deku scrub told us to. Alright, it's probably the first time we're seeing Deku seeds in their original 3D model. Right, let's head out back into the main dungeon. Or the main part of the dungeon. Right, there's nowhere to go on the left, so I think we're forced to go up these vines here. So let's kill the spiders. Z targeting makes this very, very easy. I think this is where they're really trying to show how this main concept, this main gameplay dynamic is meant to work. And then they're teaching you that, you know, sometimes Z targeting doesn't work and that you have to aim manually. That shot was always really difficult for me to execute as a child. It's quite a big climb. I remember feeling the sense of height as a child playing this particular dungeon. It really is a huge expanse, even though this is a very small, you know, simple dungeon. Alright, there's a door to our left. Whoa, and some sort of big spider here. This particular part of the game, Aaron Egoraptor Hansen criticized. There is quite a bit of waiting when you have to kill these Skulltulas. But I think it's trying to teach you, you know, how to count frames maybe, in a very simple way. Okay, this is where we're going to end this episode. Next, we'll find out exactly what is in this room. Alright, hopefully this has been enlightening. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.